That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode 4 of Tales from the Camp.
Boy,
I'm your
not going as planned, is it? Not really pumping these ones out.
I'm your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
And I'm your other camp counselor, David the Dump Truck Wallace.
We're back to bring the spooky, wacky, weird, strange, and overdue. I just looked, and our last Tales from the Camp came out February 2019.
Ooh, honestly, I'm surprised. I thought it would have been later.
If anybody has gone back and listened to it, the last one we had was when we had Kyle on, and he told us about Richard the Little Magician, which still might be one of my favorite stories of all time.
Fucking Kyle, man. So Kyle lives in Portland now, and I live in Eugene, which is not far from each other, like 2-hour drive. And every single time he has texted me since I've moved, like, hey, I'm going to be in Eugene this weekend. You going to be there? Like, maybe get a drink or something, or like just see each other. I'm always out of town doing something else.
He does it on purpose.
I know he does. It's like he knows my plans before I know them.
Isn't that like the best plans to have? Like when you offer plans to do something with someone and they're busy and you're like, ooh, I tried. I'm a good friend. I didn't really want to meet up in the first place.
I would hope Kyle wants to see me.
No one wants to see you,
I know.
you piece of shit.
I know.
But yeah, of course. I mean, but the obligation is a lot of work. So like, everyone's felt that, but you do want to go see your friends. I don't even know why I'm defending this. David's horrible.
I suck.
But yeah, if you guys don't know about Tales from the Camp, is when we read listener stories, and that's what we're here to do today. And we got 2 stories from some of our listeners, and they sent them in a while ago, and we feel bad because we were supposed to do this a while ago. So
I wonder if they even listen anymore.
Well, I mean, they're not from 2019 like the other ones, but
okay,
they're more recent. But we should have just done this when we got them. But we're busy people, So we finally got around to it, and now we get to read you guys some stories from you guys. And you know what? Please send them in if you got some weird, spooky stories, because then we get to do more of these episodes. And I think you guys want to be heard.
I mean, Jesus, you guys can make the shit up, and we'll still read it.
We'll read it. Literally, I'm pretty sure. I'm expecting David to. I've had people write us emails telling us to make up stories for each other. Like, they're like,
yeah.
Why don't you just make up a story for David and he'll believe it? I'm like, you know what? Not a bad idea. So,
they must not be a listener, because I'm the one that does all the tomfoolery around here. I'm the sheriff of that town.
Yeah, well, I'm the straight man. You're the spooky mom.
You're the one wearing a shirt that says Spooky Mom.
David got me a shirt for my birthday, and it says Spooky Mom, and it has spider webs on it, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm wearing it.
It looks good.
But I don't know when it's appropriate to wear other than all of October and never take it off.
I think it's honestly better when it's not October.
You're right. Maybe I should just drop it like mid-April, right?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
4th of July.
Oh.
That could be fun.
I'll come
And then
in
you should do some like witch face paint.
Yeah. I kind of want to be a little more subtle. Maybe just like a cobweb up in my near my eye.
Yeah.
Something like fun, but like
A cursed
casual.
amulet.
Spooky casual, as they call it.
Yeah.
But a cursed amulet.
Yeah, it's
I
wear
like
a cursed
that.
amulet.
I like that. Anyway, let's get into these stories because we got some to tell you. So I'm going to start off first, and our first story is from one of our most loyal fans, and she's great. She emails us all the time, and she's a hardcore listener and a great friend that you would never leave out of town when she wanted to hang out, right, David?
Oh, I would cancel plans if she was in town.
That's everybody, though. And so this is Daughtry sent us a story all the way from Kentucky about her family's historically haunted house. So I'm reading this from her perspective. I know she probably wanted me to change some of this, but you know what? The best stories are just from word of mouth or typed from you guys, whatever you want to call it. So we're just going to read it.
Can you not do a voice?
For who?
I thought you said you were going to read it like you were her.
No. No, I just mean like from her perspective. I'm not going to like try to do a no, that's not happening. I haven't done any voices in a while, and there's a reason why. People don't like them. They're offensive. So, yeah, let's just get into these this story. So it says, so I am no storyteller, not a good start, Daughtry. Come on. This will basically be bullet points of occurrences in my family's history, primarily as a long-standing family home. This house is on several acres of land and sits upon a hill. Every spooky house does. I haven't met one that doesn't sit upon a hill.
Yeah.
It's a 2-story white home with a driveway that goes from the road all the way winding around the side of the home and ends at the front of the house. There is a creek that runs just down the hill and has been a place of many memories. Many are strange, but it holds a special place to all the family members in one way or another. I never talk to anyone but family about this house because this shit is fucking weird. Like, what the fuck weird? WTF weird. I have had great aunts and great uncles that did interviews for the local paper and even for a book once about hauntings in Kentucky. But my cousins and I have chosen to only confide among each other because no one wants to be the town nut job, especially in frickin' Kentucky.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell people that you've experienced hauntings without them being like, Are you sure you don't leave a window open? Are you sure you aren't seeing things? And you're like, if you were there, you would have felt it. You know, you have to be there. It's a geography joke. You know, you had to be there.
Yeah.
So it says, Britt, my closest older cousin, used to talk to people in the cabinets in the middle of the night as a toddler preschooler.
Yeah, that's normal. That's not that bad.
No?
Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're good here.
Like who? Like Captain Crunch?
Oh, what's the captain up to today?
He's in the cabinets talking to Uncle Ben and Zataran's guy. Zataran.
What?
It's Zataran's guy. Zataran's.
I don't know what Zatarans is.
It's rice, dude. I think it's rice. It's spicy rice.
Oh, is that the one that has the guy playing the brass?
The cornet.
Boy, I've eaten a lot of that, and I've never once taken the time to read what that. I saw it started with a Z, and it had a bunch of letters after that, and I gave up.
That was Zyklon B. Don't eat that. Stop that. So, like I was saying, cabinet people. I have heard so many times over and over the stories from my aunt and uncle finding her constantly sitting in the floor middle of the night having gibberish baby talk to the people in the cabinets, as she would always refer to them. What's even more strange is she can still remember doing that even now. She still says there were people in those cabinets and they would talk to her at night. That is...
The freaks come out at night.
That is seriously
the freaks come out at night. Houdini, baby.
That is seriously so terrifying because I've done similar things. And it's not only like you kind of don't remember it. You're like, oh, yeah, there's people in the cabinets. But the people around you are the ones who have to suffer for these, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, what were you doing in the kitchen? They're like talking to people in the cabinets. They're like, okay, now I have to move.
Yeah, burn the place down.
Exactly.
I know it's a family heirloom, but it's going up in flames.
It's riddled with termites and people in the cabinets. You do termites, roaches, cabinet people.
The same gas does it all.
You know what? It's not the circus. I'll tell you that much. Don't try to go in the tent. It's not the circus, and it does all if you got lungs in your exoskeleton, they're gonna get you. They gonna get you.
Gonna fill up and get real heavy.
So everyone, and I mean basically everyone who has come into this house has seen a also ghost number 2, colonial woman in white on a second story window when coming up the driveway in a room referred to as the doll room
That's not okay.
due to a large collection of porcelain dolls kept in several glass cases in this room. You are literally creating a nightmare zone. And
or a safe haven if you're Gary.
Oh.
A lot of people were asking where Gary was when I did that live stream the other night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe should I bring him up to you soon?
No.
Okay, I'll leave him here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him right now. He's still handsome. He's intrigued now.
That's all I need to know.
About this doll room. Colonial woman in the doll room. Okay, that's I couldn't think of anything more horrifying than an old woman in a doll room. But we're gonna keep going. Because the woman's face is indistinguishable, but hair pulled up and light to medium brown. She is never menacing, but very sharp and clear to see. She is most often seen during daylight from the driveway, walking or driving up to the house. So she
walking
kind of
or driving.
No, she's not walking or driving. You're walking
sorry,
or
sorry. Fucking horse and buggy.
She's like, "You got any carrots? My horses are famished."
The tank's on E, gentlemen.
You got any buttons? My dolls are famished. Do dolls eat buttons?
Yeah, that's scientifically proven.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. I was wondering all my buttons went.
Yeah, Gary eating them up.
On the front of my underwear, all my buttons and my dong.
Gary eats 2 things. That's buttons and buckshot.
For those of you who don't know, Gary is our haunted doll who was shot by his dad while hunting, and now he's living in a doll in Los Angeles County. So
we bought him on eBay.
We bought him on eBay. Where's he from? Arkansas or something like that?
AR Kansas? I don't remember where he was
I'd like
from.
to look up his birth certificate again. His death certificate, we should say.
Yeah.
But this colonial woman, she would know exactly. Oh, one touch.
Oh, yeah. It might even be his ma.
So, I don't think he ever had a ma, just a dad with bad aim.
The old booze bottle was ma.
Old Dick Cheney dad shooting you with buckshot while out hunting. So, she also says, I recall vividly once seeing a woman on the staircase as well. I had not yet started kindergarten, so I must have been 4 years old. I remember this night so clearly. I had watched Little Women with my step-grandmother, and when it was over, she told me to go upstairs to bed, and I walked toward the hall where the staircase was, but I would not go upstairs to bed because she was there. She wasn't scary looking, but she was real looking, and she was a stranger to me. I refused and apparently threw a fit, which led to me being allowed to sleep in the living room on the couch. I never slept in a bedroom upstairs after that.
Whoa.
Actually, I mean, all of these are completely terrifying, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's fun.
Especially in your formative years.
Yeah.
David's
Where
had that.
Really learning everything.
Well, David's kind of doing the thing right now where he's like, there's a ghost in the bathroom, and there's just so much cleanup in the living room at this point. I don't care if there's a ghost in the bathroom, David. You have to use the bathroom.
Sorry, you lost me. Are you saying I'm shitting in the sink again? Because that was one time.
I'm saying she wouldn't go sleep in an upstairs room anymore because she saw a ghost upstairs. You see a ghost in the bathroom, and now I got to set up a human litter box in the living room?
Well, you know my childhood trauma of the bathroom, right?
No, I don't. Do I want to know this?
I mean, I could do a whole goddamn story about the trauma I went through as a child for my siblings, who are amazing people now. Get along with them very well. Love my brother and sister.
What did your sister do to you?
Oh God, I mean the list goes on. She was a real monster as a child. She's one of the most incredible people I know now. but when I was really young, our roof had a lot of moss on it. And she told me that my twin sister was killed and eaten by the moss monsters on the roof.
Oh.
And the bathtub, because, small children can't take showers for whatever reason. I don't know, they drown. And
Yeah,
so,
you think a bathtub would be actually worse.
yeah.
Let him take a shower like a grown adult.
Just throw a hose in there. Make sure the line's clear.
Hit him with a super soaker.
But yeah, so the bathtub was underneath a skylight that was partially covered by moss. And so when I was in there taking a bath, I saw the moss and I freaked out. And so I refused to take a bath. And that's how I became the smelly kid at school.
Stinkiest leg in class.
Yeah, that's where the leg started.
The moss got to you.
It's
I
actually
guess
just
it did.
moss. That's what's covering my leg. The moss monster transferred onto my leg.
You're like Stephen King in Creepshow. Deep
Sure.
cut, but if you haven't seen it, check it out. He touches a meteorite, becomes a moss monster. It's great. Anyway,
Why would you say that?
What? Did I ruin it? It's like 40 years old.
No, I'm going to be thinking about Stephen King. He's a moss monster in the real.
Don't watch The Stand. He'll get you. He'll crawl right through the TV. So like I said, we got colonial woman. We got woman at the top of the this ghost. This house is riddled. Daughtry,
riddled.
This is riddled. You need Michael J. Fox and the Frighteners to come show up and cleanse your house. But we're not done, because there was once a shed on the property. Oh fuck, David.
A shed?
With moss, maybe.
Oh, not a shed.
So
I'm basically in a shed right now. So that's cool.
You're a shed man. So there's once a shed on the property with 2 glass windows and a tool room to the left of the backyard where a pool now sits. I never knew this growing up, as it was never there as long as I had been alive. Only the pool. But one night I dreamt of a woman in the shed wearing an emerald green dress. Very pretty, and had green eyes, dark hair, and very tan. Oh, okay.
Yowza. Hey,
Maybe-
I like where this story's going.
Maybe I'm a shed man.
Hubba hubba.
Very pretty. Green's my favorite color, lady. So she wasn't. I thought she was gonna say emerald. I was gonna think, oh shit, she's got the amulet on, David. How did you know?
That cursed amulet.
It's cursed. She must be a spooky mom. So she wasn't doing anything at all, just standing there, looking out the window toward me with no expression at all. Weeks later, I described the dream to my oldest cousin, KJ, in her early 20s at the time, and me being 10 years old, who said there was once a shed there, and the woman I described was an exact description of Granny Jin, a great-grandmother I had never met nor seen a color photo of. She was known for being very petite, dark green eyes, and a honey-colored skin from her rich Native American ancestry. Sheesh. I didn't mean to hit on your great-grandmother.
I need to build myself a time machine.
See, but that's kind of Well, her name's Granny Jin, too, so even it don't matter how young and pretty she is, she's always going to be a granny. Oh, she's a gilf.
Yeah. A de-gilf.
What's the
She's
D?
dead.
Oh, okay. We're going to prison or hell, one of them. They ain't taking me alive, though. Oh, I mean, this ghost,
I mean
don't
that with
mind.
all respect.
Granny Jin, I will give you my address if you prove to me
You
that
need to
are
find somewhere new to haul.
still in the shed. Come on over. I got buttons. Do ghosts eat buttons?
Yeah, they eat buttons.
Okay. Who ain't eating buttons these days? Jeez.
I gobble them up. I don't care where I am.
I like the 501 jeans. They got a bunch of buttons.
Button them up. No zippers here, please. Get that YYK out of here.
So, okay, next ghost or experience we're gonna be dealing with. It says, years later, my cousin Britt came back from Florida. Oh god, that was the spookiest shit I've ever read.
No one comes back from Florida.
Oh, if you come back, you gonna be a ghost. You gonna be like, where the buttons at? So, so Britt came back from Florida, where she moved with my aunt and uncle when our grandfather passed away. She saw the same woman in a colonial white dress, walking by the same second-story window from the doll room to adjacent guest room while walking up the driveway from the creek. She was so excited to tell us she had seen the woman again. At the time, we discussed walking up there to see if she had appeared in the room while we were there, but we were scared and never did. I often wish we had gone up, and yet maybe we made the right call. Oh, she said, oh, but maybe we made the right call. Who knows? So basically, her cousin they would like constantly talk about it. Like, I wonder if she's still there. The cousin saw the colonial woman in the house once again, button searching, and came back, and they're all just too scared to go back up there. Honestly, I would too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really, like, I don't know. How do you defend against a ghost? That's the real question. Everyone's like, oh, crucifix, oh, holy water.
You get a big fan.
Oh, you know what? No one talks about the big fan.
Yeah.
And
or the
you know
big suck. You get one of those vacuums.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. You're in Kentucky. I don't know much about Kentucky, but I assume that they got some, those bayou boats close by.
Oh, the
right?
swamp rippers?
Yeah, that's the biggest fan.
I just made that up, but I think that's a good name for it.
A swamp ripper, yeah, of course. Is that what you did in the living room litter box the other night?
Yeah, swamp ripped it.
David, what are you doing? I'm ripping swamp.
You know, that's a new term for ripping ass.
Ripping swamp?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the cat's down here. Get out of there.
Is the cat ripping swamp? I feel like I like these tales from the camps because I can really relax.
Yeah, you're just sitting back there ripping swamp into your chair, man. You hit that thing with an old tennis racket like they do with them rugs, and all you see is poop particles fly out of that old computer chair.
I just realized I didn't even unplug my fridges in the garage. So if you hear those, tough luck. Yeah, I've got fridges in the garage. I'm
Are you bragging? Anyway.
One might be a mini, but it's okay.
So next we got my Uncle Philip was told many times the story of how he saw a small, dark, yet very detailed human figure between his bed and the wall behind when walking into his bedroom. Honestly, fuck that shit.
I don't like that.
Fuck
I don't like that at all.
shit.
That kind of gave me a little bit of the goosebumps. I'm bumping up over here.
Hey, sir, are you making my bed back there?
Are you fluffing my pillows?
Please be making my bed. Well, I'm making something back here. Ripping swamp. So,
I got something kind of similar to that real quick. Another family story.
What?
When my mom was pregnant with me, she had like a fever dream or some shit. I don't know if it had to do with the pregnancy, if that's a common thing with pregnancy. Sometimes you have like kind of fever dream stuff.
I heard it is, I think.
Yeah, but when
I must be pregnant, though.
When she was pregnant, she was in bed, and she wasn't feeling well, and she was hallucinating that there was a little man in a top hat trying to steal me out of her.
Oh, she caught me. Give me that little bitch. Give him to me. He's gonna
end
ruin
this podcast before it starts.
He's gonna ruin my life. I need him. I need to throw him in the fire. I need to put him in the shed.
Only fire will fix this seed. Give him to me.
The moss monster must be satiated. I already got that one fucking twin. Give me this one. Give me the dumb one now. Give me the dumb, ugly one. The other one looked like Giselle.
She was smart. She was going to cure all diseases.
And she was tasty. She was smart, beautiful, and most of all, tasty. Oh, my God. Sorry, did you say, oh, yeah, green, little, is a leprechaun? Was a leprechaun trying to?
But the way she described it, I feel like it was a leprechaun. But also
Okay.
maybe a miniature Abe Lincoln. I'm not sure.
A miniature Abe Lincoln.
Yeah. That dude was tall. Wasn't he like 6'6", 6'5"?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like his top hat was most of his height.
Even then.
Yeah,
People were
true.
small back then.
Anyway, so she says, then she goes on to describe the room. I don't know if I don't know. We'll see if that comes back into play. He says, as a brave teen and the man of the house, he yelled for my grandmother and jumped across his bed to attack.
Oh shit! That's
Okay.
fucking awesome.
Okay.
Yo, this guy's fucking awesome. What was his Uncle
Philip.
Uncle Philip's a fucking animal. This guy's awesome.
He's always got a hammer in his back pocket. I'll tell you that much. He's hammering away at the dwarf.
Yeah.
It says never losing sight of the figure. So he never broke eye line. Well,
That's smart. I
Yeah.
feel like that's also a good key, is because that's when they get you, is when you look away for a second and then they're gone and you're like, well, where the fuck they go? If you never break the eye line, they can't do a little.
Then there's
little
just
dipsy-do.
then there's just big hole punches in the wall, and then your mom's mad at you just because you lost the Fortnite.
Goddamn
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
There was a ghost behind my bed, Mama. That wasn't my anger at the video games. I swear it was the little man. He did it. So he never broke sight. He said he landed by hitting his head against the wall under a window, and no figure in sight. No one else saw this apparition.
Okay.
Like I would have ran so fucking fast out of that room. You ever like?
I don't know what I would do, honestly.
A little man behind my bed, I would be like, I mean, it would have been real bad if Uncle Philip fucked up one of the kids, but Uncle Philip comes out of the bedroom covered in blood, and he's like, I got bad news and good news. The bad news is that, the good news is that there's not a little man behind my bed.
The good news is the bedroom's not haunted. The bad news is it might be now.
What they say goes to, when somebody dies in a horrible, violent fashion. Oh God, that's so funny. Sorry, Uncle Philip. We feel your plight.
No, we don't have to apologize because we already confirmed that Uncle Philip is like a bad man. He's a bad motherfucker. Dude. He ran straight out of God knows what.
He smacked his head. Poor Uncle Phil. Oh, is that who is is that who J. Cole's rapping about? First thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. You're the only father that I ever knew.
No, it's definitely not a Fresh Prince reference. It's absolutely talking about this story.
You're the only ghost hunter I ever knew.
But he actually hunted that ghost.
You the only ghost hunter I ever knew. I get a room haunted. I'm gonna be a better you. I'm gonna land that punch, Uncle Phil. So here's another one. In a back bedroom, there is a double closet with mirrors on both doors facing the bed. My mother slept in the room after having me and my younger sister. My younger sister, Raven, was only 9 months old, so her crib was in the room against the left wall. Opposite.
Raven?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You think, yeah. I feel like if your name's Raven, you gotta be, you gotta have some contact with the.
You gotta be around the hauntings.
Yeah, you've seen Teen Titans. You know that you're gonna have some kind of spirituality going on there.
Yeah.
So, like I said, her crib was in the room against the left wall opposite my mother's bed and would constantly crawl out in the middle of the night. That's terrifying in itself. I don't trust babies. So she would either fall onto the hardwood floors, and waken my mother, or be found facing the mirrors.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, no.
Mirrors are another good one. I feel like if you're still in this place, you got to get rid of the mirrors. That's a good start.
Yeah, that's... well, they always say that. I think we talked about it. Like they think that mirrors are a portal to another dimension, or at least that's what they originally thought, and they definitely could be.
I don't know. I smashed one with a hammer last week. Didn't find anything.
Did you?
Well, I usually smash one every 2 weeks. So
just to keep my streak up.
This Sunday, I've got to just fucking smash one. I usually take it out into the woods.
I usually go down to the local community college and just fuck the bathrooms up.
When I'm really low on money, I just go to Walmart and I just tip one over.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
So, many years later, my cousin Britt and I would be in this room during holiday get-togethers to get away as preteens. Oh, what were you doing? You were going on a walk before Thanksgiving dinner?
Ripping them. Just
Everybody knows.
ripping them skunk papers.
Smoking the stinky moss. So countless times seeing dark shadows passing the mirrors until it was decided, I assumed by my grandmother, that this room was to be sealed off and has ever since been locked every time I have been there. What?
Whoa, you need to get the bottom of this.
Someone needs to get back in that room.
Yeah, you gotta get to spelunking here. Get in there.
It says she does not talk about the room, the things we have told her, or acknowledge the stories of other family members. I'm not sure if she simply does not believe it, or if she does. If she knows exactly what we have seen, maybe knows far more than anyone else. Oh my God! You go over there, Grandma like has like a pile of bricks, and she's like slowly bricking up the door, and she's like, "We don't go in there no more." Grandma, you're scaring me. Seriously, you need to get your grandma on tape before anything, before grandma, before they find grandma sealed herself up in the wall. I saw The Haunting of Hill House. I know what goes down in there. You live in a haunted house, you're bound to just seal yourself up in a wall eventually.
They want you to join the party.
Exactly.
Think of it as an honor. They see what you're bringing to the team. They want it.
They're like, we got Auntie Jin. We need more of your relatives. You guys are hot. So, as a grandma's hot. We got ourselves a D-gilf. We want ourselves a gilf. So, as a child, sorry if you're listening to this, Grandma. That's horrible to say. I'm sorry. So, as a child, I had 3 dreams during living at the home that there was a woman in all dark clothing, unsure of the color, seemed thick cotton, very heavy material, possibly dark gray, standing in the mirror or window directly to the left of the closet mirror doors. As I try to remember, I can never see her face, but knew she looked at me. Not that she was faceless, just that there was either a shadow cast or possibly just been so long ago the details have faded. I often try to remember, but cannot recall anything but darkness covering her face. She scared me because she should not be there, but I never felt in danger. This was not the woman in white. I don't know why, but I just know she is a much older woman. See, I kind of get like chills from that, just like because it's almost scarier to me that they don't mean harm. Like, I'm like, why are you here then? I'm like really creeped out.
They wanted to know who shot JR, and no one in the goddamn house watched Dallas.
Grandma, that's what Grandma knew, and she wouldn't tell. I think Grandma knew too much. She's like, I know who shot JR.
Did they ever figure out who shot JR?
I thought it was Maggie from The Simpsons. No, I don't actually know who shot JR, but like I know that they did it on The Simpsons. Who shot Mr. Burns, and it was the baby. It was Maggie.
Was that what that was based off of? Because I remember that episode.
Yeah, that was based off of that Dallas episode.
Okay.
But I don't know who actually shot JR.
Wasn't that the whole point of the show, Dallas?
No.
Oh, fuck.
You're asking the wrong guy.
I don't know. All right, I'm going to Google who shot.
So I will continue this because we got a couple more to go, but it says, my great uncle, who was a sheriff in the city, would often talk of recalling as a child the rattling pots and pans in the built-in cupboards and cabinets. He also told the story of watching a sugar bowl move on a table by itself and a chair sliding slowly across the room while his mother told him his imagination was just too active. Well, first things first, we need to bring sugar bowls back.
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
I haven't seen one in so long. Maybe he took too much of the sugar bowl and all of a sudden started seeing things. No, but the chair across the room, that's the most terrifying thing because it's just enough to be like, oh shit, something is here. And
it's also it's also something of like a decent size, you know?
Got some heft to it.
Yeah, it's a
Like a-
fucking chair.
Yeah, like a piece of paper or like a painting falling off a wall. I'm like, call me back, ghost, because I ain't got time for this. But if you
Yeah.
want to move like a squeaky ass chair across
Piece
the room,
of furniture.
I mean, everybody goes rocking chair. Rocking chair is so scary. I'm like, but it's like, it's doing all the work for you. It's got to be
Yeah.
rocking pretty violently for me to get spooked at a rocking chair.
It needs to be doing a goddamn backflips over and over again.
It needs to be touching. It needs to be have the back of the chair touching the floor. It needs to be a catapult. It needs to be a trebuchet at that point.
And not some baby launcher.
So at one point, his parents had a construction crew come and build a closet into a room, onto a room, who complained that after their lunch break, they found all of their tools taken from their toolbars and strewn about the room as if it had been dumped out, although they were only 2 rooms away and heard no sounds at all. They asked if there were any pets in the home that could be locked away, but there was not, as my great-great-grandfather had terrible allergies. Oh my God, imagine allergies when you're a great-great-grandfather.
That'd fuck you up.
They'd just be like, eat some honey, and no leg.
Clog that shit up, Grandpa.
Well, they eat honey because it's supposed to be good for your allergies. Like,
That's
if
because
you
it clogs it up.
That's not true. That's not
Yeah,
how
it
that
is.
works at all.
Scientific. It just clogs it up.
Anyway, but that's from flower allergies anyway. So were you supposed to just make out with the dog if you don't want to get like, oh, you just need more antibodies from the dog. Go eat something the dog eats. Go kiss the dog on the mouth, and you should be good. Great-great-grandpa. So, but yeah, that's terrifying to find tools everywhere as well. I mean, that's another thing. A nice heavy wrench. If you throw that across the room, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Says years later, he recalls the family having a man come to repaint the kitchen walls, and during his day's painting, the man mentioned he had watched a cabinet door open and asked if there were any foundation issues. My grandparents apparently just laughed, as was the norm we came to learn for generations. So he was just like, "Hey, you guys got any foundation issues?" And they're like,
Oh, let me tell ya.
And he's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I was trying to fix your foundation, and they're like, oh no. We got a horribly haunted house. That's what we were laughing about.
No, it's because we live in misery, bud. So sorry.
He's like, oh no, we were just laughing because there was a demon on your shoulder.
There's a demon putting his dick in your ear. You didn't see it.
Oh, you got allergies, just demon up in your nose. You got a demon penis. Okay.
Now, don't worry. And don't worry now. He's not hard. That's what's funny about it. He's just stuffing it up there.
You're just spitting loogies up into your nose. You ain't got allergies. That's his boogers. Anyway, so, what, David? Do you have more to say?
I was going to say emphasis on the boo.
On the booger. So, next one. My great aunt, as a teen, told a story of being in her bedroom downstairs and hearing a nail hammered into the wall. She went to check on her grandmother, the only other person home at the time, only to find her asleep, nailing a hole in the wall. I'm just kidding. No, she was asleep. She went back to bed and heard footsteps walking. Footsteps walking down that have always been loudly creaked as long as I have ever known. The steps loudly went through the house towards her room and continued to hear loud sounds. She still describes as someone walking with tools on the house, and she could even feel it vibrate. Honestly, like, horrifying. I don't like that's.
Yeah, you could have stopped honestly with like the first or second story. It's been good enough.
Your house is riddled.
Yeah,
This
is infestation.
You gotta burn it, or you gotta do, I don't know. You gotta call the Ghostbusters. But there's nothing scarier than finding out that the only other person in the house, after hearing somebody walking around, is sleeping.
Yeah,
Like, that's the worst. That you're like,
or your elderly grandmother.
I'd shake Grandma awake and be like, Grandma, you're doing sprints down the hallway. You're doing suicides down the hallway, right, Grandma? Like, no. Say you were. Please say you were. It says, she told me that the next day she sat on the front patio. This would be at the front of the house. It says to the right there would be the long side of the house where the second story has the doll room. To the back left, oh my God, I can't even figure this out. I'm trying to decide what's going on here. To the back left would be the pool, once old shed. Oh, we're getting everything. Then we're getting hot grandma. We're getting doll room button eater. We're figuring out where we are. And I guess she watched a pot fall through the window. This would mean nothing to me if I didn't know that this house, and also what? If I didn't know this house and also know that wind doesn't reach the patio due to the L shape of the house. Oh, she was describing the house because she's like, there's no way that the wind could have like knocked this off.
Okay.
There's like the pot would have like, it's impossible for that thing to fall without something some kind of force. Exactly. So I think this is the last little bit right here. It says, I have and will always need more proof of the other worlds, but no one has lived in this house for nearly 2 decades. There is another home on the property where family has and still live, but that has no paranormal complaints. My family has never thought anything dark lived in the house, but something is living there and has for generations. I have often dreamt of this home and randomly had midday thoughts of the home. At times, the cousins group chat will bring it up, whether just thinking about it or, hey, remember that time? Britt and I have, and then she says, Britt and I have talked about feeling a desire to go back just to visit because, well, we just need to. Not sure if we ever will, but I hope one day we do. As I said, I never threatened, but I was often very beyond terrified. Oh, she was never threatened, but she was often very terrified. If the day comes that we do go back, I'll be sure to write an update. One thing my family knows is how to stay strange.
Hell yeah, that's a way to end it. That's a better ending than I put on any of my stories. Love it. You think
I'm not
going to
argue with that.
You think we could get her to just do all of my endings?
Yeah. Be like, have you ever taken like a bunch of gibberish and then tried to put an ending on it? Here's David's story.
Basically. My level of effort, it's dwindling, guys.
He needs help.
I need something.
But it's
a
honestly,
miracle.
It's so scary to think about that somebody hasn't lived in that house for nearly 2 decades. I just keep thinking of like that.
Oh, when you read that, I thought she was trying to say that people like haven't lasted there longer than like 2 decades. And I was like, that's like a long time. Like
no, like yeah,
Okay.
No one's lived in that house for 2. I want her to go in that room that Grandma.
Yeah,
locked,
we need
the
a
mirror room.
We need a video of you going in there.
I kind of got sick to my stomach thinking about it. I'm like, got chills, man. Way too many buttons. But honestly, that's so scary. I can't think of like anything. Like, you got to go back at least once, right?
Please go back. I want photos. I want a video of you going into that locked room.
Yeah.
Kick the door down. No one's living there.
I need a video. Tour of the house.
Yeah, we need that. We'll put it on our Instagram if you send us a video.
Oh my God, I'll put it on my. I'll make it into posters and put it on my wall.
The
if you
whole
find
video,
that
frame by frame.
Yeah, if you find that little man behind the bed,
Yeah.
tell
I got
him
some questions.
To tell him I'm coming,
And I'm coming.
and guess what? Me and Uncle Philip, we're coming. Oh my God! Well, thank you so much, Dr. Reed. That's awesome. I love those stories. I love hearing about like a spooky, creepy house. And honestly, like we keep saying, the house is riddled.
It's riddled.
You gotta go back.
You got yeah. This place is awful. You need to go back.
You gotta go back. You can't just leave awful alone. We all know that. We've all seen the movies. You
Yeah.
can't. You got. You know, like the guy from Pet Cemetery. Like, Dead is better. Except me, I'm showing up to Daughtry's house, being like, "You can't leave awful alone," and then I just leave.
Poke
They're
her
gonna
with a
find,
stick.
and they're gonna find me in the locked room, naked.
Frozen.
Hey. Hey, oh my God, it's worse than we thought. The little man is still here.
Hey, you made a joke about yourself. There
Fuck.
we go.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to start my story here, which I will say this is the first time I'm reading this. So buckle up. Did not do any prep for this. So yeah, I'm just going to read it straight up. Hello, I am Sammy. So first of all, I like to start my Fridays off by smoking a fat bowl of marijuana.
We call it the stinky moss.
Oh, I gotta finish that sentence. Smoking a fat bowl of marijuana and listening to a new episode. Oh, I feel like that probably makes it better.
Being blackout drunk or high
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything inebriated in a sense to
Yeah.
make this listenable.
Some PEDs, as they like to call in the sports world.
No.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Oh, yes.
So it really sets the tone for my day. Second of all, I'm sending you the actual article about this man because this shit you gotta see with your own eyeballs. But first the story. Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go.
But to the story first. So my friend, we can call her Bertha. Okay. Like that. For the name changing reason. Now Bertha was just getting over her divorce. Ugh. And feeling herself and wanting to go get funky out on the town. Hell yeah, Bertha, get it, girl.
Damn.
And now I, being the wonderful best friend ever, agreed. Although I absolutely loathe the bar. They just
bar.
got-
I love it.
They just got one.
Well, everybody knows about the bar.
Yeah, everybody gets one.
I mean, you're bound to run into one weirdo at the bar.
Yeah. No, you're bound to run into one kind of normal person at the bar.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like
boy.
3 bars in our town, and one of those bars has all the weirdos. And God, yeah, and a lot of racist people there too. Jesus.
Oh boy. So yeah, absolutely loathe the bar and all the heathens that hang out there. There you go. So after some bar hopping, hold on.
Wait, now there's numerous bars.
I'm so confused.
Holy shit.
This
Start the
is
story over.
Yeah, gotta start.
Maybe
this
she
one. I
meant
gotta
the
make a
bar
couple
in
edits.
the general sense of the location, like the haircutting place,
Yeah, sure.
which is also the bar.
So after some bar hopping, we ended up at a place with live music. The one-man band, to say the least, wasn't really our vibe.
There's David on the kazoo.
He's trying his best, okay? You try to make music all by yourself, all you're lonesome.
When David said he's trying his best, he literally lifted his hand and clenched his fist. He felt for that man.
It was both of them. That was a double. I felt like a politician there. So there, she spotted him, a dude in a band tee that she liked. So, of course, they are instantly drawn to each other.
This is a big point too. I want to know what kind of band tee he's wearing. It really defines the person.
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's an AC/DC shirt from Target.
Damn. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I was going to say Led Zeppelin, but with the naked angel guy leaning backwards. You know that one?
Really just bent out of proportion.
Yeah. Or like ELO. He's a big ELO fan.
ELO?
You don't know ELO? They sing Mr. Blue Sky.
Oh,
I guess you don't.
I know that song, but I guess I just don't know. Don't know.
They sing "Evil Woman." Evil woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know this. I never knew it. Is that an acronym? Are you like shortening it, like saying
Electric
CCR?
Light Electric Light Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. So they were doing the whole chatting thing, dancing. She was drinking. He was not. Ooh.
Okay.
At the time.
Yeah, you gotta be. That guy's grazing.
Yeah, you wouldn't add that in if that's not a key factor.
She walks in. She's like, "Can I buy you? What are you drinking?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not drinking anything." She's like, "You're not drinking anything." He's like, "I'm on a shit ton of pills. Anything I found in the cupboard."
I can't feel my feet. You want to watch me dance?
The people in the cupboard gave me the pills. I'm pretty sure they were just a handful of buttons.
I think I'm Neo. I ate the red and the blue.
And the green gusher. And he like breaks out glasses and a Rubik's Cube and starts like flipping through the fucking dance floor.
He gets excited. He can complete the cube. It's not even fucking close.
He turns it like 60 times and goes, "Done!" And he drops it on the floor and it's clearly not done at all. He's like fucked it up even more.
Yeah.
The stickers are falling off.
There's no stickers. It's just black.
Then he is done. Fuck, he was right.
Oh, no.
I'm liking this guy. We just built his lore real tight.
Yeah. What's his name? Roger?
Oh, we'll find out. He's gonna be in the news.
I hope so. So at the time, I figured he was just sober cab, as he kept insisting he was not allowed to drink.
Is sober cab like DD, designated driver?
Oh, that would make sense. I've never heard
Sober
that
cab?
term.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Sober cab.
Yeah, I like it. I can fuck with it. So yeah, they kept insisting he wasn't allowed to drink. Strange, but all right.
I'm not allowed. When somebody says I'm not allowed to drink, you go, "Oh,
I'm grounded."
fuck." Yeah. Oh, fuck. I danced too hard last time at the bar. They won't let me drink anymore.
I kept breaking all the Rubik's cubes.
I peeled off all the stickers of the owner's Rubik's Cube. He banned me.
Later on, his friends wobbled. Yeah, wobbled over, and the girl kept pushing him onto my friend.
He had a friend who was a girl.
Yeah, okay. As the night drew to an end, they exchanged numbers and a sweet kiss of farewell. She texted him, all the next love was in the air.
I think we get it. She texted him. Next thing we knew, love was in the air. Band T-shirts were probably off. No, they didn't get to that point yet, but he was definitely
hold
being
on.
Like, "You want me to flex for you?"
So love was in the air. So, period. We, period. Thought, period. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. It wasn't love in the air. It was a stinky fart.
It was a real, what? Fuck, what? I already forgot it.
What?
Swamp Ripper. It's a real Swamp Ripper.
That's what Crocodile Rock and a few vodka cranberries will do to your butthole.
No.
It really gets moving up like a fucking blender bottle. Get a Swamp Ripper in there.
I was awoken to my friend in an absolute panic and shoving a phone to my face. I almost threw up from being hungover. And from what I read, this dude was put in a mental hospital because he had fixated on the show Dexter. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. And he wanted to be Dexter. Side story, my mom's yellow lab who has crippling anxiety, his name is Dexter after that show.
Oh, my God. I thought she was writing this, David.
No,
I was like,
just
she's telling you about her lab that has crippling anxiety.
No, that's David's personal thing. My mom, big time listener, has a dog named Dexter, and he's the worst. He's not that bad. He's just, if you pet him, he gets a boner. It sucks.
Well, then I have crippling anxiety. I do.
No, he's the worst. Anytime we have like a family dinner, he'll just sit there and stomp his feet and bark at us all excitedly.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, dude, do you hear that?
Is that your cat eating a bag of Skittles?
No, it's fucking hitting the mirror with its hands because it needs to let the demons out.
Yeah, you gotta move out. You gotta burn that place. You gotta burn the mattress factory.
Shit. Okay, stop. I think it summoned something.
As he figured out, that would be much more problematic than expected. He settled on fixating on some random man that he saw one day, learning this dude's schedule.
Oh, wait. Hold up. We have to describe to people what Dexter is if you guys don't know what Dexter is.
It's a great show aside from maybe the ending. Okay. You want me to just say what it is? You want to go?
It's a Showtime show about a man who is he's a forensic scientist who looks into crime scenes and stuff like that. But he's also in his spare time he's a serial killer who kills bad people like other serial killers or gang members or like child rapists or something like that to get his like fixation to fulfill his need to kill. So he's like a serial killer with a moral compass, and he's able to clean up the crime scene so well because he is a forensic scientist. So
he knows what to remove, and even if he misses something, he can fix it when he gets there.
Yeah, and it's a really good show. I mean, I think I watched up only to season 3. I haven't watched past that, but
it's a really good show. The ending sucked. Just gonna say that straight out the gates.
Do you know they're doing one more season?
When?
They've already greenlit it. They're doing one more like final season because Showtime's trying to pull everybody in probably to buy their app and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, the ending is easy to expand off of. It was kind of a bullshit ending.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
So as he figured out that would be much more problematic than expected, he settled on fixating on some random man he saw one day, learning his schedule and where he lived. Everything.
Random man is so scary too.
Yeah, so like, is this guy even a criminal? Is this guy is he a serial
he saw
killer?
He saw a guy like fucking litter and was like, this motherfucker's gonna die.
Jaywalked.
Yeah, exactly. He had a very low bar. He's like, anybody do something.
He didn't return his shopping cart.
Honestly, you kind of deserve to die if you don't do that.
That's my favorite part.
That's your favorite part?
Yeah.
You jump on it?
Shopping cart.
Jump on it.
I jump on it. I ghost ride that whip.
Right into the car. Right into the Mercedes. You shouldn't have parked it so close to the store if you didn't want me running into it.
Yeah, deal with it, bitch.
You bitch. He's like slamming a grocery cart into a lady's car and being like, "You bitch," and she's like, "What did I do?"
I donate to charity.
Like, you're lucky you get away with it this time. I'm Dexter, bitch. She's like, this man is crazy.
So he would sit outside of his house all night with a murdering kit, which is something Dexter had, which,
you know what's in the murdering kit?
Bone saws,
big knife, and VHS tape of Young Sheldon.
And a pizza cutter. So
slice you, dice you.
So murdering Kit just waiting for his opportunity. He told his friends his master plan. Thankfully, this man was a good person, and like a cool bro, beep beep 911 emergency. Dude got locked up for a bit, and all was well in the world until that night. I told her no fucking way. Block him right now. So she sent him a message saying that she made a mistake and wanted to fix things with her husband, and then blocked him.
Oh, man.
The end? No. A few days later, this man is sending me a friend request on Facebook. That's why I deleted my Facebook. Get the fuck off that website. I freaked out.
They made a feature where you can poke somebody. It's cursed. That's a cursed website.
That's an OG feature, my man.
Is it not there anymore?
Oh, I deleted my Facebook like 2 years ago. I don't fucking know.
No poking for Davey.
I remember I got Facebook during the phase when only college students could have it because I'm old as shit. No, in high school I took some classes.
You got the Facebook.
Yeah, I got the Facebook.
Drop the.
I took a few college classes when I was in high school, and so I had a college email, so I was able to sign up for it when it first started.
Holy shit, David!
And I used to just poke like every person I saw. I didn't know any of them. I would just as soon as I would just scroll through like things, and I would just poke people. It's like my favorite feature.
Very
if I ever come
cool.
back to Facebook, I'm gonna poke a lot of people.
That's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, he sends a Facebook friend request. She freaks out. He makes a burner number to text her. We freak out. We block him on everything, so this must be the end, right? No. Regardless of being blocked, this man would send her hundreds of texts begging for her back after not even a full night. Yeah, it is a kiss, my man.
It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now you're calling a cab because you are a sober cab.
Because you've been stabbed.
No, because he's a sober cab.
Oh, that's why he's not allowed to drink.
Yeah. And you have a murder kit in the
That's
back
probably
of
good.
the cab.
That's probably good. He's sober.
Yeah, probably good.
Probably good.
Maybe he'd be cooler if he was drunk.
Maybe mellow out a little bit.
He drinks like half a beer. He's like, I think that Dexter stuff's kind of weird, actually. Like, dude, give him more beer. He seems cool.
He's like, I like that. I like that cop. This is surprise, motherfucker. So one day I'm scrolling through Tinder, doing my thing, and who pops up? Far too close to my location for comfort? Young Sheldon. Oh, sorry.
And he's actually, the probability of me matching with you is 1 in 48,000 in this town.
She did type in all capitals, young Dexter. So that wasn't just a complete and total random young Sheldon. What are you looking at?
The cat.
Oh, God, what?
It's licking the sponge. I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's just old food residue and soap.
I gotta kill it now. It's riddled.
Finally. I'm being the good person I am and tried to inform Tinder of this fucking creep they have on their site and be too aware I sent them all I could to settle my case. They banned me for slander. Good. Fuck Tinder. There's better ways to meet people. Fuck Tinder.
I met my girlfriend on Bumble. I did.
Yeah.
There's not better ways to meet people, David. How dare you?
I met my fiance in person at a random event.
At a bar.
Actually, no, it was a warehouse.
What? That's where Dexter goes, dude.
It was a rental space.
We're at a Dexter party.
So, they banned her for slander. These are the articles I sent and told you about earlier in this super fucking long email. And what is the point of all this? The main lesson everyone should get out of this story is nothing good comes from those seasons of Dexter, and go fuck Tinder. If you guys read all of this, you the real MVP, here are the links. I did not see the links. I missed those. Swing and a miss.
I hope. Is he free? Are we the next to murder guys?
Well, technically he didn't kill anyone. He just deeply fantasized about it, which it might honestly be worse.
Oh, it usually stops at the fantasies. Every serial killer said, you know what? I was gonna, and then the fantasies just kind of stopped.
Oh, boy.
What?
I'm looking at the mugshot.
Oh, look, I'm looking at the article. He's in my house. He put his address as my address.
I'm looking at the mugshot. Hold on, let me snap a pic.
And could we take him?
Oh, easily. I would fucking rock this kid.
Let's just say this: if he was standing behind a bed, he wouldn't stand a chance.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a funny photo. I'm gonna show you this one.
That's not him. That's not him. That's not him.
All right, that's what he actually looks like. I did that fun move. If you guys have never done it before, if you find a photo on like a computer and you want to take a picture with your phone, raise your phone up and angle it down, and it makes him look like Megamind.
His head was big. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to talk shit because he's a real person with real knives. So like, hey, just don't do that, guy.
It's in Minnesota. You're good.
Okay. Phew.
Sheesh.
He's probably in Miami now, just trying to be like, I'm Dexter, like walking around like little Havana, just being like, one Cubano, please.
Oh shit, he could be in Oregon.
I like how Dexter's now Zataran's guy too. Everybody just becomes Zataran's guy.
Oh no.
What?
There's another article of him much older and much scarier looking.
Are you serious? Yeah. Oh, don't take a Megamind picture. Just take a normal picture, and you actually know what I'm dealing with.
No, this is the best Megamind.
I want to see it. Oh no!
All right, I'll take the real one. When you see the real one compared to the Megamind, you're gonna be blown away.
Well, why don't you just save those on your phone so we can post those on the Instagram? Oh,
I will.
He is scarier there. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I hope he's somewhere that helps him.
Yeah, no, I really hope he's getting the help he needs because that's not the type of energy we need in the world.
Plus, there's no bars to not drink at. So
true. Yeah, the pandemic might have helped.
Yeah, you know what they say.
Nothing like a good old worldwide pandemic to help you.
Yeah, they always say
murder people.
The pandemic really helps everyone's mental state.
Yeah,
maybe some.
Yeah,
but we're all gonna be okay. We're all gonna get through this, guys. We're almost there. Anyway, I think that's it. Another successful 4th episode. The cat's going crazy.
End it. Just end it.
That's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening. That was a fun Tales from the Camp. I'm glad we were able to do that. Please send in these stories so we can read more, you guys. It's fun. You know, it's a good time for us. We hope you guys like it just as much. And I
had a lot of fun. I did not take this very seriously.
Yeah, it's a good time. Wait, what do you mean by that?
You didn't hear my fridges?
You don't take anything very seriously when it comes to this podcast, you asshole.
That's very true.
You're playing with a giant sticky hand right now.
I was doing it the whole time, baby.
Anyway, okay.
It's monkey band.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyway, thank you guys so much, David. What the fuck do we got in the store?
It does help me sleep at night because it wears out my restless mind.
Okay, young Dexter.
We got Young Dexter season 1.
Oh, okay. We got a Apache Tomahawk missile.
I got a Viking helmet made out of salami.
I have that tiny men's underwear, the one behind the bed. And guess what? He's a swamp ripper. We got another swamp ripper.
I've got Johnny Manziel.
I have Thelonious Monk. Thelonious Monk?
Thelonious Monk.
Thelonious Monk.
I got King Kong vs. Godzilla.
I have Crab.
It's for download, and you guys can download it. It's Big Monkey.
Shady Link.
Big Lizard. It's not a Shady Link, but I've got. I got the full movie with the big monkey.
I have Crab Rangoon.
I feel like you've said that one before.
I don't
but
think
Rangoon is still a really funny word.
It's really good.
It's
really
like
good.
Pretty underrated word, honestly. Got a coffee mug.
You just
full
looked
of
at
mice.
I love David just looks around the fucking
I'm just
room.
scattering around because I do have a copy of Godzilla vs. King Kong over here. I've got a coffee mug over
You
here.
do
I have
not have a
Johnny
copy of
Manziel's
that.
right here.
I would not be surprised if Johnny Manziel was in your garage with you. I don't think he's doing anything. That guy's
he's playing in the fuck, what's
Japanese
it called?
football league.
No, he's playing in the fan football league.
What?
You know about this?
No.
There's a thing called the Fan Football League where it's on Twitch, the streaming website, and fans for the team can join a certain Twitch or something. I don't know all of the details. This is what I am aware of, but basically, the fans, there's a poll, and the fans they vote on what play they should run, and then the players are told what play to run.
The fuck up. That is a recipe for disaster. If we've seen anything what people on the internet are capable of from GameStop, they're gonna be fucking kicking literally every play back and forth.
Well, I mean, I've watched highlights and stuff, and it looks like it's fun football to watch, and there's like a lot of like ex-pro, like really good college players that could like. It's not just a bunch of dudes, from your high school. Like, they're actually like good athletes.
True, but like, couldn't you, if like you just want your team to win, can't you just join the other team's like Discord and then be like, all those players are gonna be like, run bad plays for their team to like fuck them over, or for the opposing team?
I don't think you have as much of a sway as you would think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see when we.
But it's a cool ass idea. I wanted to get into it more. I just didn't know what was going on with it.
Okay, well, we'll see when we destroy the Tampa Bay Tubers. They're just
it's a PVC company that.
I was thinking children in tubes, like on the back of a boat.
Oh, okay.
Tubing, fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got tubers. Anyway, I think that's also a root vegetable. Anyway, I think that's it. David, do you have anything else to say before we leave?
Dexter was married to his sister from the show and then divorced.
That's right.
Within the run of the show. That's a spoiler alert, because you can really see the interaction between this brother and his sister in the show.
The actors who played brother and sister, Dexter and his sister, on the show, in real life, they got married and divorced during the run of the show.
Yeah. Just
nuts.
like
Psych? I don't know. I haven't seen him and Gus.
Yeah, they got married for a while.
They got married? That's cool. Anyway, you guys, don't forget to stay strange.